Great. Gradient maps. It is though, it is though. Alright, right, wait. Let me give you a quick tutorial on how I did that. Okay? Like wait, hold on. Let me put on my gloves. Gradient maps. Put on my gloves. Alright. Okay, let's see. So you have like this, right? And then you create a gradient map. And then if you want to make like let's say you want something like fire-ish. So the darkest will be black, yeah. The brightest will be white, yeah. And then in the middle you would have orange, orangey sort of lighting. Over here you would have a little bit of reddish. Over here, yellowish, bright yellow. That's how you're gonna say hi from now on? Sure. Then you just adjust how the gradient maps look. Right, something like that, I would say. Yeah, okay. So then you have this gradient map going on now, right? What you wanna do is you make a layer below it. You clip it to this layer, and then you make it black. Yeah. Change this layer. Change. Let me move my model. All right. See this. So you have this layer, this gradient map layer, and then you have this layer below. Make it black, and then change it to linear dodge add. Or linear dodge whatever it is on your devices. And now over here, now you can on this layer you can use like anything, right? You just use like white, and then now you paint, and you have like this sort of effect. And then if it's too bright, you can go here and adjust. Right. Adjust, make it a bit more yellow and stuff like that. And then basically how it looks like with like soft brush would be like that. So how I did that thing was basically I just did the whites, right? Did the whites, and then like fireworks, you know. And then I use a soft brush around it, and then I just brush over, and that's how I get the orange light. Yep. Tutorials with Ness. This is what I mean by like, if you understand your tools, you know, you can use it to your advantage. Yeah, so then now, like with these hack sort of, because like basically gradient maps is like your values. It's like based on your values, right? So whatever values you have on this black color layer that is changed to linear dodge, it basically will change its color according to the gradient map that you clip it to, right? So then now you are able to like create like fire, like flames and stuff like that easily. Like you basically don't have to worry about like, oh, how do I make fire look like fire, you know? Then like you can just do this and you can get fire. So because I'm wondering how I'm gonna do this in Procreate, I'm pretty sure you can do this easily in Procreate. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Procreate also has the same tool. You can go try it. I think it's like the same like if not similar. And this is why I sub to you. How to make fire look like fire burn my computer? No! Don't do that. Don't do that. Save your PC. We're gonna speedrun this. Oh, wait, hold on. I realize I don't have music playing, no wonder it's so quiet. It's intentional, I'm going insane. No, I'm just kidding. stduy, yes, saint, the saint, yes. How's how's work going? Is everything okay? Oh yeah, let me show you what I did last night. Where is it? Let me show you what I did last night for your comm. This is what I have for now. Yeah, maybe I should turn the lighting like that. I don't know. Maybe like that. But white. Oops. It's so pretty. Oh no, I'm not even done yet. I'm not even half done. Garo, I'm like rendering halfway and I'm like, oh, I'm getting tired. Right, yes. I'm a goddess. No. Not done, but I'm amazed. Yeah. I'm glad you're liking it. I'm glad. I wanna work on this more. Because I like it. I like the way it's turning out. I feel like I could like adjust the eye here. Maybe push it in a little bit. But otherwise I think it's good. But yeah, I will add the details on the forehead and the tattoos later. Cause those are stuff that I can add later. I love the lighting too. Thank you. I wasn't sure if you're gonna like the colors on this. Maybe I'll slap some gradient maps on after the end. Gradient maps. It's so pretty. Thank you. Okay. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you're liking it. Yes, gradient maps, my savior, my lord and savior. Oh yes, I'm glad you're liking it. But I don't know if you want the background to be of like any other color. Maybe I can make it like blue or something. I don't know. Maybe blue is okay. Yeah. Maybe blue. I don't know what to do with this floor here. Maybe I'll keep it black. Oops. Yeah, maybe I'll keep it black. Black is fine. Then maybe I can add some texture to the background. Texture. Your boyfriend is gonna freak out? Why? Tell him to get one from me. I could draw him in like the flipped angle, and then you guys can have like a matching DP or something. He likes your model a lot? Oh, I can see. Okay, I know why he's gonna freak out now. You wanna do? Oh, no! Don't give me money. Stop it. I'm not even done with this one yet. Stop it. Stop it. No! I'm gonna close my comms right now. I mean, I don't mind doing, but please make sure you have enough before you commission me. If I call you for it, you technically can't say no. That is true. What have I gotten myself into? One day I'm just streaming Gunnar art, and then this happened. I'm waiting for year-end bonus. Model a bit of a beefy guy though. I don't know if I want to subject you to drawing to a man. I don't mind drawing a man. Okay, wait, let me give you my portfolio of men in 2025 with it, which is just one man. This is my portfolio for drawing men, so you can decide if you want me to draw men. Men, hold on. Men. But technically he's not a man. This guy is a... This guy is a devil. Male. Derogatory. But yes, this is my portfolio for a male anatomy. That is so true. Like, I'm okay with drawing men. I'm okay with drawing guys. Yeah, I'm okay with drawing this. But yes, I do enjoy drawing. Why is there? Oh, hold on. Okay. Yeah, I do enjoy drawing females more. But yes, this is. Let me just zoom in on this. As you can tell, this is like the most important part of the illustration because I didn't bother rendering anything else. Not even his face. I'm like halfway done with his face, but this was important. It's just cause women are prettier. It's true. Do you know what? I'm actually calling you for his model gift to him as a gift. Lol. Oh my god, you are such a good girlfriend. I love that. Not the belt being a sketch helps right below the super detailed apps. Yep. You can tell. You can tell just how much emphasis I put on the apps instead of everything else. I should get to finishing that because it's like sort of like a reference for him. Because I also want to create like illustrations for my overseas. It's funny because like when I render, you know how I always render like my OCs like bald and then I give them hair afterwards. There's sometimes I do like call my friend on like Fridays, that's why I don't stream. Sometimes I don't stream on Fridays. So then when we're drawing sometimes, she would just be like, she's bald, she's bald. Give her a wig. It's so funny. Your studies take up a lot of time, not gonna lie, I respect the grind though. I mean, it doesn't take me that long, I feel. It's like 3 to 4 hours. The only issue is that I keep waking up late and then I have things to do in the evening. I think recently especially because I'm on my period, so I've been waking up later and later because I'm tired. But I think hopefully after this week it should be fine. Fucking women problems. Bald, someone snatch a fucking wig, yeah. That's what she said. It's so funny. I hope you take care of yourself. Thank you, thank you. I just finished my must be nice. I wanna finish too. Such a universal women problem where everyone is just complaining about period. Freedom, yes, freedom. Fun fact, Ness, yeah. I only get my period once every 2. I'm not talking to you ever again. I'm not talking to you ever again. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous. Mine comes once every 3 weeks. It used to be once every 3 months. Damn, broken ass hormones. Literally, did you see a doctor or like the doctor just said, it's just normal. I didn't bother them. Every 3 weeks I pity you. Yeah, it comes every 3 weeks. It's not even like a month, it's like every 3 weeks. It's crazy. And like every time it comes, I get very bad cramps because like apparently my I went for a checkup and my womb is apparently like is it inverted or something? What did they call it? Is it inverted? Like an inverted uterus? Retroverted, yeah. So it's like tilted. Retroverted. So it's like angled backwards, so like every time my period comes, it hurts real bad. So I just have to like lie down in bed and die for maybe 1 or 2 days. And then that adding on to my condition of sciatica, so say I can't sit for long. Uh, Life, but it's okay. It do be like that sometimes. A lazy girl to the doctor. I feel you. Please take care of yourself. I will. I will. I mean, I'm fine. Like I'm fine. I lived 27 years. This is fine. My hurts too, but it's rarely as bad as yours. Seems like it's incapacitating. Yeah, it is. Sometimes, I remember when I was in school back then, when I was still in poly. I was cramping so bad I passed out for like 4 hours. I passed out on a table. I thought I would be fine, you know. I thought I would just be fine, like just resting on the table, but no, I just straight up knocked out for 4 hours. That was crazy. I wanna hear a story of one of the biggest reasons I broke up with my ex. Yes, please give me story. Oh my god, passed out. That's actually really serious. Do you take painkillers for it now? Yes, I do. I stocked up on ibuprofen the last time I went to America, so I have ibuprofen now. I also do take like painkillers, like the regular painkillers, so that's not too bad. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Sometimes if I need to rest, I will just knock out on the bed. Tell me your story. Don't let me take the spotlight. Give me the story. I wanna hear tea. Give me tea. Last December, for some reason, my period hurt so bad I had to curl up and cry. I haven't cried from pain since I was a child, and the painkillers haven't kicked in yet. Oof. Yeah, I felt that. I felt that. I felt that. I had to lay down in bed and cry from the pain. And my boyfriend, who was still asleep at that time, woke up, turned around, and said, "Go get water and get dressed." And I went to bed. Went back to sleep. Huh? Huh? Whoa. Oh, that's the whole reason why he's an ex-boyfriend now, right? Yeah. What kind of trash boyfriend is that? What the hell? Throw him in the bin. The fuck? I was like, the fuck, your girlfriend's behind you is sobbing and you continue sleeping? No, that's not even the biggest reason. No, that's enough reason for me to throw him out into the trash. What the hell? like if you can take care of yourself on your period, why do you need a man for? If you can, if you can just, you know, get water on your own, get dressed, then why do you need to be in a relationship? Just do all of those things by yourself. Even my mom would at least prepare hot water back for me, so like at least I can rest it on my stomach and feel comfortable. After that, I got pissed at him, and when the painkillers kicked in, I went out to the living room and started ranting to a friend. He walked out, and I basically blew up at him. In the argument, he said this to me. Oh, oh, oh. The suspense. And I still remember to this day because it low-key hurt me really, really bad emotionally. I didn't know you were so weak and pathetic that you can't even take care of yourself. Huh? Huh? A man saying that to a woman? Huh? The nerve, the audacity of this man. I can't, I mean, I wanna say I can imagine, but I can't. It's like, it's, huh? I am confused. I am very confused. Because it's like, first of all, how would he even be able to comprehend that pain in the first place? Secondly, how does he even know? Does he even know how it feels like? That's crazy. He can't, he's a pussy when it comes to pain, lor. When he gets a small cut, he freaks out over it. I'm telling you, as a tattoo artist, guys have lower pain tolerance than girls. A lot of the male clients that I've had, they cannot handle pain. They cannot handle pain at all. They start like whimpering and they start like wincing and going like, you know, the moment like needle goes in. Like they just cannot handle pain. I'm not saying just one or two of my male clients. It's like majority of them, they do that. Even though I ask them, are you okay with pain? And they're like, yeah, I'm good. And then the moment the needle goes in, they just, they can't stand the pain. So imagine the disbelief I felt when he said that to me. Yeah, bullshit, yeah. Yeah. My boyfriend as well. Like, he can't really take pain well. But at least he doesn't, like, dismiss the pain that other people have. Because it's just, you know. I don't think it's right to tell your girlfriend that you're so weak and pathetic and you can't even take care of yourself when she's on her period. Like, bruh. That's insane. I told this story to a mutual friend of ours after we broke up. He was like, "Why didn't you tell me when this happened? I would have gone to your house and beat him up." Not gonna lie, if you told me about it too, I would also go to your house and beat him up. Because what the hell, man? In general, men have lower pain tolerance, but my ex was like the bottom of the barrel, low tolerance. Yeah. I mean, it's like that, right? It's like it's always the people that are the worst at something that will buck the loudest. It's like, you know, when we play League of Legends, like when I play League of Legends, my boyfriend, or like with our friends in general, it's always the one that's like bottom fragging. That's always like, oh, you guys suck, you guys suck. It's like, bro, you're not contributing much. It's always, it's always the one that's like worse at everything that will be barking. They're spitting wisdom. Yeah, I get you. I'm a Valorant player. Yeah, and then like you realize whenever a match ends, right? It's always the one bottom fragging that's always like, oh, easy, easy. You know, close game, GG. It's so funny. It's always them. Like, I don't know why. It's always them. Bottom fraggers got ego for no reason, man. Yeah, it's so funny though. But like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's something. It has something to do with pride. It has something to do with pride, definitely. And my god, my ex was life's bottom fragger. It's true. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed my lore lore. Yeah, yeah, I did. Yeah. Damn, I'm sorry that happened to you, but at the same time, it just shows how much of a loser he is. It's like, I don't know, as a man, you can never tell me that women's period is not that painful. If you tell me that, you're just automatically a loser in my life. First of all, you have no empathy, and then second of all, you talk as if you know the pain. You don't. It's like how men always talk about like, oh, childbirth shouldn't be that painful. Blah, 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 blah. Like, bro, do you have a womb? Do you have to carry the child for 9 months? No. Then shut the fuck up. I kick them in the balls when they say that. Nah, you just have to hurt their ego and then they will be so butthurt about it. Just have to say something mean about their ego. Something that will break their fragile ego. I don't know, it's always people with a lot of ego that speaks a lot. Tiny dick, short twink. Yeah, I don't know. I don't really, I don't really talk to this sort of people much. The moment they kind of open their mouth, I sort of like know I shouldn't associate myself with this guy. It's so funny because like there was one time my boyfriend and friend, the three of us were like playing League in a game, and then like there was this guy that was just constantly pinging and pinging and pinging and pinging non-stop. He just kept pinging like everyone, like as if like he wasn't bottom fragging. He's like, "What are you guys doing?" And we're like, "Bro, is this why you play alone? Like holy shit, no wonder you have no friends." And then he got so butthurt. He's like, "How does that even relate to whether I have friends or not?" I'm like, "You're literally solo queuing right now. You literally do not have friends to queue with. What are you talking about?" And he's like, "How does it translate to me not having any friends?" I'm like, "Okay, no wonder you don't have friends. You can't even understand the logic behind it." Okay. It's so funny. I just called him friendless, and then he just shut up. He was like, "How about you? Do you have any friends?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm in a 3 stack right now. What are you talking about?" Some people are just like, I don't know. They just League of Legends is League of Legends is a game where it's for special people. I don't know why I still play that game. I dated him, Nez, for 3.5 years. No, no, I get you. I get you. No, no, no. I get you. I get you. I know how you feel because I've also dated people like that. Like, no, I understand. I understand. I also dated people for like 3.5 years before realizing that they're utter trash. uh, got bottom fraggers. Got like no life, man. Yep. I don't know. People are weird. People are weird. Some of them just speak without thinking much. You know, they don't they don't think before they speak. It's like they speak with their ass. I don't know. I don't know why they do that. It's like my ex uh boyfriend as well speaks like out of his ass. Because there was a period of time where my dad was retrenched from work. Well, he wasn't retrenched, but he just didn't like the way the company was doing things, so he left his company and then he couldn't find work for a while. And I was telling him that my family situation was kind of bad, you know, but um like you know, it was only me and my sister working, and I wasn't earning much either. I was only earning like because I was very young back then, so I was only earning like 1.8k SGD. So I wasn't really like earning much or like being able to provide for the family either, because it's like after I deduct all my taxes and stuff like that, I'll only be left with like $800. And then he just, I don't know, like he just kind of like thinks that I am just complaining. So he just said, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." I'm like, wait, aren't you supposed to help me? Like you're my boyfriend. I literally told him about my family situation, like how I might not be able to, you know, how our financial situation would be kind of bad and stuff like that. I was literally telling him all that stuff, and then he just told me, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that." I'm like, ah, you're not gonna help me? No? Okay. You mean your ex? Yes, my ex. I can't believe you're like confiding in him and that's his response. Zero emotional intelligence for real. And back then I was also like very into like cosplayers and stuff, right? So I really like this cosplayer called Haneame, and it's like females, right? Like female to female, it's fine. I feel female to female is fine. And I don't usually like go crazy over like male cosplayers and stuff like that. But then the thing is, he would follow a lot of female cosplayers as well, a lot of female uh female figures in general. So then I would tell him that I'm kind of uncomfortable. Like it's okay if he wants to follow like overseas sort of like artists, right? Like overseas cosplayer and stuff like that, because like I don't have to like, there's literally no chance of them like coming in contact or whatsoever. So I'm like, okay, fine, if you want to look at girls from overseas, that's fine. But like don't follow uh local cosplayers, because some like it's uncomfortable, like local influencers and stuff like that. He was like, oh, okay, and then he never unfollowed them. He still followed them. And I'm like, why aren't you unfollowing them? He's like, but I like their content. I'm like, that's not the point. Like the point is I'm telling you I'm uncomfortable with it, and then you should unfollow them, right? Yeah, he didn't take my concern seriously at all. Yeah, that's why he's my ex-boyfriend now. So then, yep, he's my ex-boyfriend. He's no longer my boyfriend. Me and Haken, that is so true. Haken is so good though.
Yes, Agoda has great deals on flights too. Find great deals on flights from Singapore to anywhere
Haken.
in the world. Don't
Mwah.
miss out on your dream trip.
Beauty.
Grab a flight
Very
and take
beautiful.
off. Book your flights now.
I feel like her shoulder might be too broad. Okay. Yeah, trash guy. Yeah, I put him in the trash can. Someone else can have him. I don't want him. Like he can argue that I also look at other idols and stuff like that. Yeah, but I don't I don't talk to them. I don't DM them and stuff like that. I don't comment on their stuff. I don't go to their like booths at events and be like, "Oh, hey, I like your stuff." I don't do that. He was talking to them. Yeah, he was talking to them. Me and my boyfriend joke like, "Oh my god, so hot I would fuck him" type of jokes about anime or game characters all the time, even movie characters and actors. But we have like this unspoken agreement that in real life we did as only have eyes for each other. Yeah, yeah. I mean that's like it should be like that, right? It should be the case. Like that should be the case. Yeah. Very normal, healthy relationship, right? But like you don't go and talk to them and be like, "Hey, I like your stuff," and that kind of stuff. And there were times where he told me that he would given a chance he would like fuck my friends. Like he would actually do the deed with them if he could. It's so disgusting. And I'm like, first of all, would my friends want to do it with you, you bald man? But the trailer is just uncomfortable, man. Yeah, it was. I'm sorry. What? Yeah, yeah. You heard me. You heard me. Yeah. He said that. Oh, I would fuck XYZ because she's hot, but I wouldn't date them. That's what he said. I'm like, yeah. I cool. Good for you. Okay. That's like an astronomically large red flag. What the fuck? Black flag. Holy shit, that's an actual trash grade, man. If I heard him say that, I would shove my shoe down his throat. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't know why I stayed. I don't know why I stayed. It's crazy. I must be out of my mind to stay, honestly. I don't know why I stayed. Why do you stay? Oh my god. I don't know. Maybe at the point I was like, okay, maybe he's not that bad. I don't know, I was young and dumb. I was I was just I was young. Leave me alone. I don't know why I stayed. I really don't. It's crazy. And the worst part is like he's a mommy's boy. He's a mommy's boy. So many stories about my ex, but you know what? I don't wanna talk about it. I don't wanna give him the attention. Was he like K-pop idol hot or something? No, he was balding. He was he was balding. He's like going to be like hairless. He was in his 30s. I don't know why I stayed. At first, I guess at first he was like kind of nice to me, right? But then again, that's like typical guys in general. When they're courting women, they act all nice and stuff. But then after they get what they want, you know, all the true colors start coming out, and yeah, they start to show the trashy side of them. I I feel sorry for myself. I feel sorry for myself for having to date that kind of guy. And I'm glad that no one has to go through the same experience. And if they did, I hope that it's like a terrible person that has to go through it. I wouldn't wish that upon my worst enemy. No, sorry. You are where you are now because you got rid of the trash. This is good. Yeah, yeah. Character development. We love that character development. So funny. There are so many more things I can say, but like, no. It's too long. It's too long. Maybe it's something I can share in the future, but not now. Alright, so this is how I usually render my character, right? And then she would be bald. uh, my friend's like, keep her hair, stop making her bald. So funny. Trauma builds character, yep. Trauma builds character. Maybe that's why I'm funny, you know? more bald. Yep, she bald. She's a bad baldy. Bald Betty. Bad baldy. Bless me. Oh, so excuse me. I don't like it. Let's change it. I usually render everything all at once because I'm a mess like that. Yeah, I used to do that, but then like I realized splitting the hair and the skin. 1 second. Yeah. So I realized like splitting the hair and the skin makes it a lot easier to render. Trauma builds comedy. That's true. Question about your daily studies. If I liked a ref from a previous day that I missed out on, can I still go back to it, or do we commit to the day itself as a reference? You can do whatever you want now. I don't set the rules here. Do whatever you want. If you like the ref, just do it. If you don't like the ref, you can skip it. uh, You're the streamer and the challenge started. No, I don't care what you do. As long as you do the study, it's fine. I already said if you have no time to commit, then just it's fine, right? I'll follow your rules. Nah, I mean if you're already not committing every day, then like just do whatever you wanna do. You know, do whichever reference feels nice to you. If you like a certain ref from like a few days ago, then go ahead and do that. Which one are you talking about? The ones that you like? I'm interested. I wanna tune into your stream and watch you draw. I'm not telling you. In fact, I'm never streaming again. No. I saw you were doing Marvel Rivals like was it yesterday or something? But I couldn't come in because I was busy. Oh yeah, no, I've been addicted as fuck to Marvel Rivals. Oh no. Art, I don't know who I'm chopping off my arm. No. It's fun playing with my boyfriend, my little sister in name only. I love her like a sister. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, at least you guys are having fun. I hope the community is not toxic though, because I remember Overwatch getting progressively toxic, more and more toxic as like time went on. I miss the old days of Overwatch. I hope that's not the case. Oh, the community is super toxic. Oh shit. Well, I'm blind and stupid, so I just ignored them. I'm the healer anyway. Toxic to me, just die. I don't care. I have the power here, not you. I love that. Uh, it's so funny because I had a friend who was well, I had a friend. She was American. I mean, she is American. And then she was playing Marvel Rivals, I think, with her brother and his friends. And then I think she just wasn't doing a good job at healing because, like, you know, you're playing a healer, but like, why are you attacking the enemies? Right? Your priority of it, like playing a healer, is to keep the team alive, not to be a damage dealer. Yeah. But then like she is so adamant on attacking the enemies that she just wasn't doing a good job healing the team. And then I think I think her brother said like, oh, if she's playing if she's playing competitive with us, then I don't want to play, I want to sit out. Cause then that pissed her off so much because it's like, what do you mean, like you're not like you don't want to play with me just because like, you know, it's like basically saying she's bad at the game. Yeah. And she took it so badly. I'm just like, but you're not doing your job as a healer. What the fuck do you mean? Like, I couldn't defend her even if I wanted to. I saw that chat and I just ignored it because I don't know. I can't defend her even if I wanted to. Like, how do you play a healer and do a bad job at it? I don't get it. Also, I like day 6 and day 10's reference, but I had no time to resonate to draw. Oh, wait, day 6 was the green looking thingy. Day 6 and day 10. Yeah, day 10 is pretty. I like that. I hope you suffer in day 6 because I suffered a lot for day 6. Suffer with me. Yeah, healers who rush in and attack her once in a while is fine and fun, but if it's all the time, then what the fuck? No healer lol. Yeah. I can stream day 6 reference this weekend. Oh my god. I wanna watch, but I don't know if I have time to watch during the weekends. Usually I'm busy on the weekends. But maybe if it's in like the Saturday late afternoon, I think I might be able to come because I will be at my mom's place. I accommodate you Saturday afternoon. It is not. It's a joke, don't worry. I usually stream out around that time anyway. Okay. I'll see if I can drop by. I think I should be able to if it's like late afternoon. Looking at the reference now, my biggest issue I can tell you now is the anatomy and the angle of the face. Yeah, that's hard to capture. The colors and lighting are not my problem. Usually the furthest from skin tone the art is, the easier time I have to draw. So I don't have to worry so much about hue shifts. That's true. But also like, that's what I thought at first, yeah. And then when I did it, that's what I thought at first, and then the moment I went into it, yeah, it's a complete different story. I was like, oh yeah, this looks easy, and then and then stuff happened, and then yeah, and I was crying. My friend was crying. We were on call that day. We did it together. And then we were crying, and we were like, what's going on? Why is this so hard? I was like, I thought this was simple. And she's like, why do you pick this on a day when I'm not working? Should be okay-ish. I just slapped green on. Yeah, you get what I mean when you start painting it. Yeah. Because that's what I thought too. I was like, okay, yeah, this looks fine, right? And then the moment I started getting into it, I'm like, wait. I hope it goes smoothly for you. Or at least better than it was for me. So I was like, okay, this looks simple. This looks simple, yeah. So I slapped green on it, yeah. I put green on it. And then I wanted to add lighting to it, yeah. I added the orange to it. I'm like, wait, it's so weird. Then the more I added like orange and stuff like that, and like the more I started to render, I'm like, what's going on? It's not turning out the way I want it to be. And then the more I did it, the more it looks like bad, and then like it just wasn't turning out like like the way it should be with the reference. and, then, and I was like, what's going on? Yeah, and then I was just crying and suffering. It was a very interesting experience. I would recommend you to experience it. Yes. I'm not gonna lie, all the rest you picked are low-key hard as fuck compared to my own Pinterest board of reference. I mean, my reference board is all very simple. Is it? Is it hard? But like these are like the simple ones already though. At least that's what I feel. Hold on, let me show you my Pinterest board. Yeah. Is this okay to stream? Okay, you know what? Let me just. We had the same idea. Yeah, yeah. So I was like thinking of like going from like easy to hard kind of thing. Let's see. Uh, yeah, so like these are like the easier stuff, yeah. And then as I go upwards, there's stuff like water lighting and stuff like that, and then more towards like clothing references, cloth, and more textures on like the clothes and stuff. And then like glass reflections as well. And then as it goes more, there's like this sort of like complicated lighting, and then like there's this kind of cloth as well. But some of it might be AI, so I will still be filtering it out. So I don't know, like these days a lot of pictures are just like mixed up with AI stuff. I can't tell whether it's AI or not. And then like over here we have like, I'm pretty sure this is AI. I don't know. This could be AI. I don't know if this is AI. It looks AI to me. But it doesn't say it's AI, so maybe not. I don't know. And then there's like stuff like water reflections. I mean, this is definitely not AI. And then yeah, so then there's like water reflections and sort of this sort of like lighting as well. I think what's getting tougher and tougher is like the texture of the clothes and all the other miscellaneous stuff going on. Yeah, so I want to practice doing like water reflections as well. They are pretty, they are very pretty. And then like all these. Oh wait, I'm not showing. Okay, hold on. What am I looking at? Okay, okay, wait, hold on. Why is it not? Oh, okay, there we go. Alright, right. Okay, okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Okay, so this is like the easy stuff. Alright, the easier stuff. Yeah. And then as you scroll upwards, there's like water reflections. Yeah, all this stuff. And if you go further up, there's like stuff like clothes texture, a little bit more background, glass reflections, like glass and more things going on in the pictures, and all these like detailed clothes. Yeah, so then there's like stuff like that as well, and a lot of like water, because I wanna practice water reflections. I think they're very pretty. But yeah, I don't know if these are AI. I I think they are AI. They look AI to me. Yeah, it looks AI to me. But then there's like someone's watermark here, so I don't know if it's AI. But I'm pretty sure it's AI because all these are AI. Yeah, I might have to go and look for more references for underwater. So. Oh my goodness, your references are so hard. I'm so sorry. No, but they're so pretty though. They're so pretty. Okay, okay. Yeah. But like this will be like later on, right? Later on in the future, future. Yeah. Yeah. So I have like the simple ones like down here for now. And then as you go up, it gets harder and harder. I added some stuff, so like this might be simple still. So maybe I can do this. Yeah. But then these ones, the ones with the water, the ones with the background, textures, flowers, cloths, and all this stuff that would probably be later in the challenge. But look at this, it's so pretty. So pretty. Damn. Oh, I can't. Ah, Pinterest. So good. Full of AI stuff now, but I'm pretty sure there's like stuff that aren't AI as well that are still good. No, even if it's AI, I feel like I could study from it because like it's like I can't do lighting as well as AI does. That's my flaw, unfortunately. Look at mine are easy compared to yours. Pretty hard. It's not that hard, I promise, I promise. I promise. It's just just a heads up on what's to come. Which is why it is good that you guys are not participating every day, because I think it might ruin your mental health. Terrible. Uh, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine. I'm painting my OCs for this 100-day challenge, yeah. I joke that me and my friends joke that it's from like my other OCs, like her husband's point of view. It's actually cute though. It's like he's painting her. Ayo. Oh, I don't know if I should still call you Fenrir or if I should call you by like Marcus now. But anyway, hello, welcome to the stream. By the way, Marcus, I have a Discord if you want to join. I have a Discord. You can share your art to Marcus. Does IRL, what's it called? figure drawings and stuff like that. It's also someone that I've met from really way back. Marcus is fine. Okay, okay. Oh my god, that's so cute. I love that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I was like, thinking, oh yeah, you know, it could be like her husband painting her. But her husband is dead. Hehe. I have like alternate universe for her and her husband. Like they would never be happy together. Hehe. They just cannot be happy together. In every universe available, they just will never be happy together. Hehe. I'm the person who wants to throw money at this. It's true. I'm being bullied here. Yeah, her husband is the devil that I showed you earlier. The one that has like rendered abs, but very rendered abs and then like the sketchy belts. Yeah. uh, I should finish that, so at least I have like a proper reference for him. I have like two friends that listen, like I talk to about my OCs, and they just listen to me ramble about them, and they're like, haha, that's nice. I always want to give like lore about my OCs, but then like it's a bit controversial. The lore is a bit controversial. They are a little bit crazy. Maybe I should like make like a section on Discord about my OC. Whatever. It's not like anyone's interested. If you guys are interested, you can ask me. You're interested. Oh damn. I don't know if I can. I mean, I did talk about it on stream a few times, but it's a bit, their law is a bit crazy. Like there's Stockholm syndrome and everything involved. Misu would rather be interesting. Would be rather interesting to have further descriptions. Yeah. Okay. So starting it off with she has Stockholm syndrome. um, that's already kind of bad. Okay, but wait, let me explain. It's not that bad, I swear. uh, so so she grew up in Okay, so where do I begin? I have to begin like all the way at the start of everything. So you really are a sadist. Wait, hear me out. Hear me out before you cancel me, guys. It's not that bad, I swear. Anyone who says that is guilty. I am guilty. Alright, wait. Okay, so I have to explain the origin of the world first before I explain her law. Yeah. So, in the world that she lives in, which is like it's supposedly Earth, yeah, just normal Earth. And then scientists found planet, and then there's this planet that can mimic properties of other things. Yeah. So the scientists like, oh my god, cool stone, and then they bring it to Earth, and then they experiment with the stones, cool shiny looking stones, and they're like, oh, very cool. And then they realize that the stones are able to mimic like literally anything. If you place it near a flame, it will become like a flamey stone. If you place it near wood, it can mimic wood properties and stuff like that. And scientists are like, oh my god, this is really good. You know, it's like it can help with resources that we're having issues with on Earth. And then so they decided that they wanna do experiments with these stones. So naturally, humans being humans, they decided that let's do human experiments. And then they created like a human and this stone thingy hybrid. It's kind of, so it's like the stone, it's like in the human's heart, yeah. So then it's like these humans have like, okay, so what they did with the stones is that they experimented with like the animals first, right? They experimented with animals first, and then it was like it's fine, it went fine. They were like, okay, that's still humans. So then they put like properties of animals into the stone into the human. So they're basically creating like a animal human kind of hybrid using the stone, right? So then there's the 12 zodiacs experiments, like the zodiacs experiments, which is like, you know, the rat, the ox, the tiger, and that kind of stuff. At first it was okay, experiment went well, and then it's fine, but then after a certain period of time, like the the people that were experimented on started to experience like excruciating pain. So the scientists were like, "Oh no, this is failing. You know what? Let's like it's terrible for them. We should put them out of their misery." And then one fucker was like, how about we use them as human batteries, because they already have that stone in them. Yeah, then they have that essence going on in them, and then their heart and their body is like fueling the stone, and then we can use them as human batteries. Yeah, and then like one scientist, one fucker said that, and then the rest of them was like, you know what, good point, yeah, and then everyone decided like, okay, let's keep them as human batteries. So yeah, worst mistake of their life. Earth got destroyed because of them. So what happened was that they so the first dude that's showing her inner mad scientist. No, I'm normal, I swear. I'm normal, I swear, I promise. Oh shit, 12 Zodiacs mentioned. Yeah, so then the first dude that was experimented on, we call him One. Yeah, his name is One. So he decided that he wanted revenge on these scientists that like kind of put them all in like these terrible living conditions, right? Because they are basically now in like this not test tube, but like this tank of water sort of thing. So all of them are like encased in there, and then they basically have like that, like they're like powering the whatever things they need to be powered. Yeah. So then One is like, I had enough of this. So then he basically like called on upon the powers of the planet via the stone in his heart, right? It was embedded in his heart already, and then he was like, he called on the powers of the planet, and then he pulled like a part of the planet down to Earth. So then like a basically like a meteor just crashed down on Earth out of nowhere. So then because of that, like the world just sort of merged into like this planet slash Earth sort of hybrid. So then everything started to mutate, which is why you get humans with elf ears, humans that looks like stone, humans that looks like devils and stuff like the humans that has wings and all that. So a lot of things start mutating. So then there are a group of people who are unaffected by these events. They call themselves the purebreds, which is just regular humans, yeah. So then her father, this girl, her name is Sari. Her father is a purebred, and the mom is we call them imitarians, yeah. So the mom is a imitarian, and then the dad is a purebred, and then but then like they basically lived in like this village. Purebred Focaccia. Yes, they're called Focaccia. From now on, we shall eat them like bread. But yes, so then she grew up in like this village of purebred people who are just like very elitist, right? They're like, oh no, we're like the superior race because we are not affected by the mutations, blah 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 blah. So then their way of handling this is like they are so racist. Yeah, they're racist to the point where they're like, whenever a baby is born, they have to check whether the baby is like, whether it's mutated or not. And if it's mutated, they kill the baby on the spot. And then they kill the parents as well. They basically murder the whole family. That's how they keep like their bloodline pure and stuff. So then she was born here. She basically was like here because her parents, her dad was a resident here, and then her dad was kind of like a uh like he was just hiding like the fact that he had a Imitarian wife, and also like his children were Imitarian as well. So then they were basically living their life like in secret. Yeah, so she has a twin brother. So Seri has a twin brother named Seth. Uh, so together, her and Seth was like whenever people see them in public, they would try to like uh try to figure out like where they're from and stuff, like where are they coming from, like they're like how could there be like Imitarians in their village and stuff like that. Yeah, so then often they would get bullied and then they would get chased and stuff like that out of the village. So they usually, her and her brother would just like be hanging out like somewhere secluded, like in the woods or something. And then one day their mom got like she just out of nowhere just disappeared, and then the dad just decided that he wanted to go like find the mom, and he also left the children. So it was just her and her brother left at home. Occasionally her uncle would like look after them because like the dad's like, hey yo, can you look after my kids? Yeah, but the uncle's also like an adventurer of sorts, right? He can't be home all the time, so he can't feed them and all. So what he taught them was like he taught them how to defend themselves. So then Seri is like the more physical built sort of character. So she's the one that's going out to steal the food and stuff like that for her and her brother most of the time. So then her brother is like the weaker like the weaker half of the twin, but he has like magic powers that he can conjure because of the effect of the meteor um crashing onto Earth. So because of that, he can conjure a little bit of like water from his fingertips. So you can make like water shapes and stuff like that. But then Seri is just like she's not exactly affected by it too much. Like she knows she has some powers and she can conjure like a little bit of sparks from her fingertips, but like that's about it. Like she doesn't know the full of extent of what she can do. So then her and her brother just been living like quietly, like try to live like a quiet life, but the people just wouldn't leave them alone. Like uh people in the village just wouldn't leave them alone. So then came Zen, who was just like venturing out uh on his own. So this Zen dude is basically like a friend of theirs. Um, he's a crybaby and he cries, and he's often alone and stuff like that. So like them, he also has a mom that is Imitarian, and the dad is purebred. But the dad is actually a noble in this land, in this village. That is why like he's allowed to roam around, but he also still gets bullied by other kids around. So he's allowed to live, but he's constantly ostracized, and his mom just one day also his mom also decided one day to just leave, right? And then the dad in turn became very abusive towards Zen. So then Seri and Seth took pity on Zen, and like they because they had like similar family situation, they kind of became friends afterwards, all three of them. So they were very close friends when they were young. And then one time when like Sari was out gathering, like trying to get food for her and Seth, uh, when she came back home, she found that Seth was, about to be uh, S8 by a group of very disgusting men. So then that got her very angry, very very. So she flew into a fit of rage, and then that rage reached the devil, Mephistopheles, who in turn gave her like powers. Signed a sort of like a contract with her when she was young, and she basically received like powers from Mephistopheles and was able to have like fire magic. Yeah. So then, so yeah, this group of kids had like very strong trauma when they were young. But I didn't make anyone else as traumatic as them. Let me show you. Wait, let me show you. Her brother. Her brother. eh, Brother. Where is Seth? Where is Seth? Yeah, Seth. Oh, this is like old concept, but like this is him basically. Seth. So what happened was that, okay, wait, let me show you Zen as well, since Zen. 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 This is Seth, and then her twin brother, and then this is Zen, the crybaby boy. Yeah, so Zen actually is the main character of this whole story. Seri is a side character. Yeah, but I like her. I like her a lot, so I just draw her a lot. Yeah, so then going back to the story, well, sorry. So she got powers from the devil, yeah. So then the devil, so she used that power to, uh, kind of like explode, right? Exploded on. Hold on. Hold on. Let me just fix this. I can't multitask. Yeah, so she got the power from the devil. Um, then she basically blew up the whole place. She blew up the whole place, and what the fuck? Okay. Yeah, she blew up the whole place, and then in the midst of her rage and stuff like that, her brother Seth was caught in the crossfire. A very sad moment for him. So he was caught in the crossfire, and then when she was going crazy. So she basically couldn't control her emotions anymore. She was like she just kept asking like why is it them, like why are they constantly being targeted? And she was just very angry at the world for it. Like because like she didn't ask for any of this, yeah. And then after she committed arson, like on the village and stuff like that, like she killed everyone, like not everyone, but like she basically burned down the whole village, and then she left with the devil. Like the devil just kind of like was there and then left, like kind of like picked her up, like like a Uber ride. So then she left with him, and then during all of this, Zen witnessed her living with the devil. So then he was kind of shocked, like that she was the one behind all of this. Then in the midst of it, Seth was heavily injured by her fires, like her powers. So Seth like just kept calling her like a betrayer and stuff like that. And but the thing is like she doesn't know that Seth is still alive. She thought Seth died from the the fire, but then Seth was still alive, and then he was basically crawling out of the whole thing that was going on. And then uh, as he was like trying to get out of the the whole mess and stuff like that, um, a group of villagers that managed to survive the incident, they saw Seth and they were like, "Oh my God, there she is!" You know, like the witch, because they're twins, yeah. So they're twins. They look alike, and then they're like, "That's that witch that killed, like that burned down the whole town." So Seth had to deal with, like, had to take the blame for what Seri had did. So then they wanted to kill him, and before killing him, they wanted to torture him. So when Zen was looking for Seth amidst all this, and when he finally found Seth, Seth was already being like tortured by this group of people, and this group of people were basically just like breaking his arms and um you know, just doing very terrible stuff to him. Basically, it was almost like stabbing him and breaking his arm. The moment they broke his arm, though, they like there was like a outburst of that witch got no boobs, villagers blind. They're children. They're children. They're like 8 years old. They just look alike because they're children. This was very young. They were very young. And Seri also had like kind of short hair back then, so they look similar. They look similar. Then so then they once they broke Seth's arm, like that's the point where he just lost like everything. He just lost everything, like lost his emotions and all that kind of stuff. So that awakened his powers, his water powers, and then he kind of like cut everyone up with his water magic. You know, like how like when you have water going at high speed and then like, it cuts through things. Yeah, that's what's happening. That's what happened. So then, but then Zen kind of passed out from all the smoke and stuff like that when he was trying to get to Seth, and then Seth basically just went AWOL. So Seth's story is like another thing of its own, and then Zen's story is basically he is on a mission to look for both Seri and Seth and his mother. So he's like a paladin now, trying to look for them. So how Seri and the devil got married is a very long story as well. So she basically has Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, so she thought she lost everyone at a very young age. So she thought she lost Zen, she thought she lost her brother and everyone. So she was basically alone for most part of her life, except that the devil was with her, sort of. Because he was just like in her head most of the time. Like there was like some sort of like telepathy communication going on between the two of them. So he was like literally the only support that she has had throughout her whole life growing up. Then because of that, like she grew to be very dependent on his affection, like his praises and his like acknowledgement. Yeah, it's like she just wanted to be acknowledged by him. Then because of that, like she just wanted him to be proud of her. So then what she did as a young child was that she basically Mephistopheles told her her job was to, in exchange for power, her job was to harvest as many souls as possible. So she would, as a young child, she didn't know better, yeah? So she just goes around like burning down villages like she did with her previous one. So she was basically committing arson everywhere she went, and then uh everything was okay for a while, and even Mephistopheles was very impressed with her work and gave her like this gem. Hold on, let me pull out this. I think you've seen it before. I was working on it. I was working on it when you came in. Right. So this basically this thing, this this gem thingy. I gave it to her. Because it's like the color of her eyes, yeah. He's like, oh, it reminds me of your eyes, so it's very pretty. So it's like a gift for you for your hard work. So she's like, she was like, oh my god, he's like acknowledging me, yeah. But then it was like the only gift that she's gotten from him, and besides that, it was also like the only thing that kept her going, working for him for the longest time. So then, uh, there came a time when she was around like 19 years old, when she was about to obliterate another village, but she saw like two kids just huddling uh around each other, and it reminded her of her and her brother when they were young. And she realized that she was becoming the monster that the villagers were to her and her brothers back then. So she sort of have like this existential crisis going on afterwards, where she's thinking like whether she should continue working for Mephistopheles, even though like he's the only support that she has had left. So um as she's like contemplating and stuff like that, and she hesitates to kill now, because she's thinking whether it's appropriate to kill innocent people. Then because of that, her performance dropped, yeah. Mephistopheles also realized that, she's not performing up to standard, yeah. And she kind of knows that she's not performing, but she has to still try to do something about it. So she hunts criminals instead, but it's still not enough. And at that point, Mephistopheles is like, you know what, you're not doing enough, yeah. So I'm just gonna cut contact with you, because it's not worth it for me to keep constantly being in contact with you when you're not gonna produce results. So at that point, she felt very abandoned, felt betrayed and abandoned by the only person she ever trusted in her whole life. Also, oh, okay, just disclaimer, they are not good people, so that's why I didn't give them a happy ending. Like, she herself is not a good person. I mean, she is a good person, she's trying to be a good person, but she has done a lot of horrible things already. That's why I didn't give her a happy ending. Mephistopheles as well was also a bad person, so I didn't give him a happy ending. So then, Seri felt very betrayed, and she was wandering alone for a while. And she met like this guy that was a servant of another goddess. And from him, he kind of taught her how to like how to live, how to be happy and stuff like that. And he also like introduced her to like a new goddess to serve, instead of like serving the devil. So then she kind of like left Mephistopheles servitude. but like she was still bound to him because like they signed the contract when they were young, yeah. So her soul was still bound to him regardless. And then, you know, years went by and Mephistopheles didn't catch wind of this until recently, where he was like, wait, why the fuck are you like, yeah, like why the fuck are you hanging out with someone else? Yeah, like why are you hold on, give me 1 second, let me reply message. Yeah, so then he was like, why are you serving someone else when you're supposed to serve under me? Yeah. So he was like confused why what's going on. I forgot to add shadows. Fuck. I yapped too much. I forgot to add shadows. Okay, so let me add shadows. Okay, so Mephistopheles was like, why are you hanging out with another goddess when you're supposed to be under me? Yeah. So then he was pretty pissed about it because he is a very possessive dude, possessive over his stuff, even though he doesn't really take care of them, of his possessions. So then he was like kind of like trying to get her back in his service because she's not supposed to be. She is a staff, yeah, basically. So to him, he didn't really view her as like someone or some like he didn't view her as anything important. Yeah, she was just another follower, just another um you know, something of his, like a possession of his. But it's like she doesn't really mean that much to him because like he just wants like to build an army to be stronger like in the devil realm. So yeah, to him she's nothing much. It doesn't really mean much to him at that point. Okay, at that point in time. Okay, so he kind of like went on like this witch hunt to get her back and laid out a trap and stuff like that, managed to trap her and her mentor. Yeah, mentor, like her managed to trap her and her mentor uh back in his realm. Yeah, in the devil realm. So um so basically what he did was also traumatizing to her. He was like, you either serve me again and kill him, or you both like basically die, you know. Kill your mentor or whatever it is, like, and then uh come back into my like, come back and serve me. So it was either the both of them dead, or it was like just the mentor dying and then she has to serve him again. And like she has no choice. Yeah, she had, like basically was cornered by him, and like she also knows that there was no way the two of them could defeat like him in a fight anyway. So she felt very apologetic when she killed her mentor, and she had to bury him like with her own hands. So Mephistopheles was also nice enough to like okay, you wanna give him a burial, go ahead, yeah, go do whatever you wanna do. So then what he didn't expect was that she actually went out into the back to Earth and stuff like that, contacted like the goddess that the mentor was serving and stuff like that. She got help from the goddess and then basically received like a weapon to uh not, I wouldn't say defeat Mephistopheles, but it was more of like keeping him away from her. Like yeah. So it was like a dagger that like allowed the user who stabbed the creature to control them, like have them under your bond, like control them. So then, she had to pretend to be on Mephistopheles' good side for a while. She was again going out doing all the committing arson and stuff like that again, which she didn't feel too good about, but it's like, oh well, she has to do it, yeah. Then Mephistopheles was like, okay, you know what, you're doing a pretty good job. You know, you said something you want, like any rewards. It's like how he gave her the little like the gem back then. She was like, yeah, no, I just want a hug, just a tiny little hug, yeah. So yeah, he was like, what the fuck, this woman is crazy, but okay, you know what, she's weird. Okay, I'll give her that. And then, so then he was like, okay, fine, yeah, come, let me give you a hug. So they hug, and then she basically stabs him in the neck, and then like there was like so then like there were like chains and everything bounding him bounding him to her and stuff like that. And then basically she used this this new bond that they have to keep him the fuck away from her. Yeah, she doesn't want him in her presence anymore. Because it's like she just wants to be normal. Yeah, she doesn't want to kill people anymore. But then he is making her kill people. So then uh time flies and stuff like that. Yeah. Um what so time flies and stuff like that, but like she has to summon him sometimes because like sometimes the party gets into like trouble and stuff like that, so no choice, like she has to summon him for certain stuff, like to get them out. It's like a free Uber ride. Then during this period of time when like she summoned him, like there were like dialogues between them. Basically he was like saying like, when are you gonna release me, it's not this is not gonna last like forever and stuff like that. And she's like, she knows. And then it's like, because they're like talking one to one, and because he's very aggressive and embarrassed and humiliated, he's like constantly in her face. So this is when he realized that the closer he gets to her, the more she starts fidgeting and gets like backing away and starts blushing and stuff. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? Like, and then he realized that she actually likes him, like in her own like twisted way, because it's like he's basically like the only figure that has been around her whole life, yeah. So a figure that she admires for the longest time. He's like, okay, weird, but sure. So he kind of like makes use of that discovery to his advantage, yeah. But this he doesn't make use of it until like later on. So then during the period of time where she wasn't summoning him for anything, uh he basically was trying to find a way to break out of it. And then one night he managed to break out of the spell, and it was actually just a really simple spell, and he felt really stupid about it. So then in order to get back at her, he kind of like just kidnap her back into the devil realm again. So man's obsessed with her for some reason. But this is also explained like later on. So um so he kidnaps her back into his realm and he's like I don't like the way you treated me, yeah. And then he bounds her soul to hell. Basically she can't leave, yeah. She's not able to leave hell from then on. And which also means that if she dies in hell, her soul also would go to him immediately. And she doesn't want that because she knows that he would just resurrect her and then just use her soul to fight for him, like for eternity. And she doesn't want him to have that because she doesn't want to do that for the rest of her, lifetime. So then he was like, you know what, since you can't fucking stay still on Earth, I'm not gonna let you out of hell, yeah? You're just gonna stay in you're just gonna stay in hell forever. And so she basically was just in hell and just slaying demons and stuff like that. And I also forgot to mention that during this period of time when all these things was going on, she and Zen reunited. Like they actually found each other and they reunited, and they were traveling together for a while. And so then when Seri went missing, Zen and friends were started looking for her again, but like they took quite a while to find her because getting to hell was like not an easy task. Yeah. So then she was basically just in hell, just serving him and like killing devils and stuff. I mean, it's not too bad. It's not too bad because it's like she's killing demons and stuff, and she's not killing humans, which she's like, okay, this is fine. Yeah, this is okay. Um, then comes the part where he manipulates her feelings with like when he finds out like how she feels about him and stuff like that, which like in his kind of mentality he's like, okay, is there anything I can do so that she doesn't like fucking betrays me again? So he's like, oh, she likes me, right? So maybe if I can like sleep with her and stuff, maybe she can like stop stop doing dumb shit, and maybe she will just like be loyal to me. So but then that's the thing, right? Like to him it's just like sleeping with her, and it's nothing else more than that. But to her it's so much more than just like sleeping around. So then he to him it meant nothing, and then because of that, to her she felt very hurt about him just basically just treating her as if like she's just like not a person, like she just wants to be acknowledged by him to as someone, as like anything, like she just wants to be acknowledged by him. Yeah, but he doesn't exactly give her that. So she's just trying very hard to for his recognition and stuff like that. So she tries like her best, but she it's just not working out for her because Mephistopheles is a annoying piece of shit, arrogant piece of shit. But yeah, manipulation, yes, yes. So uh, it got to the point where she was kind of very depressed about her whole situation. So she she was like, but she can't kill herself because she doesn't want Mephistopheles to take her soul and use it for his own gains and stuff like that. So then, lucky for her, her friends came to find her, managed to find a way to hell, yeah? They managed to get into hell and stuff, managed to find her, and she's like, oh my god, you guys are here. And it's like, wait, but how do you get here? They're like, okay, don't ask and stuff. So they had like this short conversation, um, and she basically told them that she can't leave, but there is something that they can do for her, which is to find the goddess that she was in contact with, which is her mentor's previous goddess. So she was like, go and contact this goddess, yeah? Get her to give you the sword that destroys all souls, like anything it steps. So then her escape was just destroying her own soul so that it doesn't get used by Mephistopheles or like anything. And then she just dies and she basically her soul just ceased to exist so that she just is not part of this realm anymore. Yeah, that's like her only solution right now. So like her friend Zen and stuff like that. Wait, hear me out. Hear me out. Yeah. So then Zen and her friends was like, okay, you know what? It seems like this is the best choice for you, yeah? Like there is nothing else we can do. So then they decided, okay. So then Mephistopheles was like I feel people leaving my realm. What's going on? Like, are you gonna explain this to me? So then he got really angry about it. He locks her up in the dungeon and demands an explanation. But she doesn't give him. She just keeps quiet because she's done with this bullshit. He's like just there wondering. Like I gave her everything like she would have wanted. Like why isn't she obeying me? You know, like why isn't she like uh like loyal to me like she was back then. Like I don't understand. Like to Mephistopheles, that's his thinking, right? He's like, I gave her love and whatever affection she wanted, but why is she still so rebellious? It's like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? And then to her, she's like, I just want to be acknowledged. Like, and then this communication, like this miscommunication going on because they just assume things about each other. And then like so then while all of this is going on, while Mephistopheles was contemplating on what to do with her and stuff like that, Zen and his friends came back. Zen and his friends came back and they were like, "Oh, Sari, we found the sword." And then they were about to like like go stab her and stuff. Like Mephistopheles came and he's like, "Oh, so your plan was to kill me?" So he had like this whole misconception again about how Sari wanted to kill him. It's like, so your idea was to kill me? So he obviously got really mad about it. So they fought, right? The group of them engaged in battle with Mephistopheles. They fight, and then Sari was like, can you just use the sword and stab me and be done with this and just leave. And then Zen was like, okay, you okay? I'm sad, but okay. So he Zen also like was very sad when he had to stab Sari. So then he stabs her and then supposedly she dies here, yeah. But at this point, Mephistopheles starts to get like this like rush of memories into his head, so he just falls on the ground. So in Mephistopheles' point of view, she died before. She died before, but then he has lived like 1,000 years of life. Yeah. So this is part where it gets a bit trippy, yeah. So in this timeline, Seri dies, and then Mephistopheles is like, huh, okay, that's kind of lame. And then about like 10,000 years later, he realized that his followers, all the followers that were like coming to him, they were all just kind of like they were all just kind of like wanting his power um for their own satisfaction and stuff, like for their own gains, their own selfishness and stuff like that. Like none of them were ever like devoted to him. Yeah. So then he starts to think like, no, there's no way that she is the only person that was devoted to him like that. But turns out she was, because apparently she's the only one crazy enough to be devoted to a devil. Everyone else just wanted his powers for his own gains, for their own gains. I mean, yeah. So he was like, fuck, like there's no other people that is like her. Like, are you serious? Are you fucking serious? So he got very angry, right? Angry at himself, angry at the universe and everything. To the point where he just doesn't know what he's angry at. So he's going through like these 7 stages of grief where it's like going through anger and stuff like that, and then he starts to see like hallucinations of her around, like yeah, like around uh the castle where he used to live in. But the thing is, he doesn't remember how he looks like because it's been so long. He doesn't remember her voice either, so he doesn't remember anything about her. But he just remembers like how she looks at him, and how like she is constantly like just very devoted to him and very loyal and stuff like that. And then he's like why can't I remember anything about her, right? So he starts to make his own illusions of her, like conjuring up illusions of her, trying to remember how she looks like, but like it's always the hair color that's wrong, the eye color that's wrong, and she just doesn't look like her at all. And he's so angry at himself that he just kind of went on a rampage. Yeah, he's getting desperate because she was the only person in his entire devilhood that has ever cared for him like that, right? So he was getting desperate. He went on a rampage to destroy other devils, and then he managed to become the strongest devil in the devil realm. So he managed to actually be the strongest. But he felt empty even after all that, because even after getting like becoming the strongest, he when he looked like into the sea of armies and stuff of people bowing to him, like all he wished was just her, like to be there with him, because none of these fucking people actually respected him like she did, yeah. And this was proven like later. Like, let me finish this part first. Right, so he was so angry at himself, he used this power, this newfound power, to go against the goddess of time, which was the same goddess that her mentor was worshipping. So it was the same goddess that he had beef with before. So he went against her, but goddesses, gods, and deities are a lot stronger than devils, because their powers come from faith, like people's faith, and then for devils, they're like, most of them come from souls that are harvested from people. Naturally, there are more people having faith in deities and gods, goddesses, rather than devils going around killing people for souls. Yeah, so he was comparably weak against her, and then what she did was basically she said that she would do him a favor because they were old time friends. So how devils in my universe works is, they were once gods, but they all fell to devilhood because of whatever reasons there was. He used to be the god of wisdom. Mephistopheles was the god of wisdom, and then he fell to devilhood because he had a ex situation, like a ex-girlfriend situation, where his ex-girlfriend betrayed him, and then he's like fuck, and then he, yeah, became crazy as well. But so then Nedru, sorry, Ravonna, the goddess of time, and Mephistopheles, his old name was Nedru, so they used to be friends. Oh, come on, second. So then, Ravonna and Najro used to be friends, yeah. So then she was like, consider this a favor as an old friend, yeah, because we were used to be friends. So she puts him in a loop. Instead of sending him back into, she puts him in a loop, yeah. And she's like, I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna send you back to uh to way before everything started. You're gonna have to figure it out yourself, yeah? I'm not gonna give you any memories back. So he went back, yeah? And then there so many times he has watched like Seri die so many times in so many timelines. And it's just every single time he doesn't remember. He doesn't remember her at all until the end, like until the part where he starts missing her like 10,000 years later. But like the 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 duration shortens every time he goes back, yeah. So he has been in a loop for like so many years, yeah. It's like his whole body has this sort of like muscle memory already to want to be close to Seri, which is why in this current timeline he seemed obsessed with her because his muscle memory at that point. He has been going back in time so many times. Yeah, so he has in this current timeline he has watched her die so many times. This is peak writing. No, I just thought of it, right? I'm like, how do I make this more tragic and sad for him? Yeah. So, yeah, he has watched her die so many times, and then and at this point where he saw like her getting stabbed again, where all his memories rushed back, he was like, okay, I need to do something. Yeah, I need to save her because like, um, he can't stand the fact that she has like been gone for so many times. So then he tries to save her. And then he saves her, he managed to save her, but he is heavily injured in the process. So when he awakens, like, you know how I said, like, when everyone just kind of just wanted his power for themselves? It's proven true because everyone just left the fucking castle and his realm and nobody was there to defend him after they heard that he was injured. So yeah, he's an ultimate loser. Yeah, so then, but the thing is, she was the only one that stayed. She was that stayed with him, but she was also confused. She's like, why did you save me? Like when I mean nothing to you, right? Like if you clearly think that I don't mean anything to you, and it's so obvious from your actions that I don't mean anything to you. Yeah, and Mephistopheles is like, I can't tell her. I can't tell her that I've been in this loop for like so long. Like would she even believe me at this point? Yeah, so he can't tell her. I mean, eventually they do talk it out. Like he does tell her and stuff like that, and but then like during this whole time, like he just kept quiet, right? But then so she feels responsible that because of her, he is heavily injured and stuff like that. So he basically was like bedridden and stuff. But she has to defend the castle because like everyone just kind of caught wind that he is weak now. And because he is weak, everyone just decided to come and attack him and try to take his powers for themselves. So she has to defend the whole castle by herself. Basically, and because of that she always returns like back to him like injured and stuff. And then one time she was just like like the moment she successfully defended the castle, she just kind of collapsed at the door. And that was at the point where she was just like where Mephistopheles was kind of just like, okay, I can't just be this loser that just sits here anymore. So he was begging the goddess of time for help. He was like, I can't do this anymore. I really need your help. I'm like a fucking loser. Like, please just fucking help me. So then he actually got the blessing from goddess of time. he got the blessings from her, so he could actually move now. He could use some of Ravonna's power and stuff like that. But his body was still recovering. So for him to recover fully, he has to stay in the Devil Realm for quite some time, and Seri uh was there to stay with him and to help him with it. But so throughout this whole um time when they spend together, they get close, they talk it out and this that kind of stuff. They eventually fall for each other. Yeah, they get into they are romantically involved after some time. But then when the time comes when the two of them were supposed to, like, when Mephistopheles kind of like promised her that they would move out of the Devil Realm to be like just leave the Devil Realm entirely, right? To just be together, be happy together. That was when Lucifer attacked and killed Mephistopheles, and then Terry had to watch him die. Unfortunate for her. You know what this is? It's literally fate gaslighting them both into falling for each other. It's so true though. So yeah, unfortunately Mephistopheles dies. So yeah, Seri just yeah, has to watch him die. So then but before uh she, before he died, he asked for her hand in marriage, and then they got married on the spot, and then he said like to consume his heart. Yeah, but so he gave her his heart, but his heart is not like a beating heart. It's like a sort of a like a orb or some sorts of thing. Like just it's just not organic. It's like some orb and some godly thing, and he basically gives it to her, and she doesn't consume it, of course, because it's like the only thing of him that she has left. And then she basically just hugs it to sleep every night. This is the type of romance trauma my boyfriend wants to put me through in our D&D campaign, by the way. The thing is, it's like really good trauma though. But yeah, so anyways, the one time, so she got out of hell and stuff like that. So one time, Lucifer is wreaking havoc again, and Goddess of Time is like, hey yo, go and find out what that fucker is doing. Yeah, he's like making a mess in the Devil Realm again. So they went back there into the Devil Realm trying to figure out what Lucifer is fucking doing. So Lucifer, so the moment they entered the Devil Realm, Seri instantly felt something familiar, like the very familiar magic that she has been with for the past like 20-30 years of her life. And then she just kind of like, well, like this is not right, because like Mephistopheles is supposed to be dead, but surprise surprise, like Lucifer is like, hey, here's your dead husband that I rose from the dead. Yeah, so Mephistopheles has no memories whatsoever, and he is controlling Mephistopheles, and then he's forced to fight Seri. But so then, like throughout the whole fight, it's like Seri is just pulling her punches and stuff like that. It's just like she has to fight her dead husband. so so then, like, the two of them were fighting, but Mephistopheles also is kind of feeling like, wait, there is something wrong. Like, there's something weird with this girl. Like there's something wrong. It's like it just doesn't feel right fighting her. And he's also pulling his punches because it's like there's something about her that he can't explain. So then he kept asking like, who are you, and she's just like breaking down inside because he doesn't remember her, and she's like all the memories they had together and stuff like that, and she's just crying and stuff. But then eventually, like, he remembers her, and then like they kind of like hug it out and stuff like that, and then they defeated Lucifer together. But then because like Mephistopheles was raised from the dead by Lucifer, he doesn't have a physical body to be in. Sari has to watch him die again. So so, so he's gone the second time. Yeah. Yeah. So then, so then now she has witnessed the death of her husband like twice, and uh, well, so she continues living like her life, yeah, but she's not happy in whatsoever. She's just depressed and like sad and just depressed and sad all the time. And then eventually she gets assassinated by one of the family members that she had murdered like back before, like way before when she was a child. So she gets assassinated by someone, and then but she was happy about it. And then the assassin was like, "What the fuck? Like, why are you smiling?" Yeah. After all that, she gets assassinated. Yeah, I told you, she's not a good person. She's not gonna get a happy ending. So does Mephistopheles. Like, they're not good people. They don't deserve a happy ending. They don't deserve, like, uh... yeah. The happy ending AU is the IRL AU where I currently live in, where my dolls exist, and the two of them are going to Disneyland next month. I will show you my dolls later. but, but yeah, so she gets assassinated, and then she gives the devil's, like Mephistopheles' heart to the goddess of time as an offering, and she also offers her soul to Ravonna. And then she goes back to the devil realm where she can feel Mephistopheles' like essence, like where he was before. So she dies there. She puts herself, like, she rests herself there. And then Ravonna, being the goddess of time, she takes Mephistopheles' heart and Ceri's soul, and she's like, you know what, you guys can go fuck off and be happy in other universes, right? So then this is where other AUs exist, of them exist, but all of them do not end happily as well. They're all like tragic, unfortunately. But they do get to be happy sometime. Sometime. The happy ending AU is when they get to go to Disneyland as dolls, as my dolls. Let me pull out a picture. Here we go. This is them. Yeah, I'm telling you that this is the type of story that my boyfriend told me one night as a concept for my D&D campaign for my potential character. Told him to stop it because I kept picturing my boyfriend's face as my in-game husband. It made me cry. That's so sad. Oh no. But yes, this is the happy ending AU where they get to go to Disneyland. Yes, be happy. Be happy in real life. Be sad in stories. The OG AU doesn't exist to you. Well, but it does exist. But yes, okay. It's time for me to end. I gotta go for dinner. Thank you for staying though and hearing me. Yep, I will finish this at night. Like this study at night. And then I will work on comms as well. Thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming. And see you maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow I might be late because I'm meeting an insurance agent. Yeah. Let's see if I should rate someone. I don't know if Odo will end soon. You know what? Let's bring you to Odo. Odo is fun to talk to. Thank you for coming, and see you. Okay. It's just us two going to Odo. Okay. Okay, bye bye.